Philadelphia, right? Somebody sent me this video, and I thought that it would be interesting to share because I know a couple people that I coach, and they have been telling me and sending me videos as a result of what's happening over in Philadelphia, right? And so, Philadelphia and Louisiana is turning into a war zone. Why are all of these liberal cities turning into war zones? So before we get into the Robert Smith conversation, because I want to share that, I thought that EYL did a phenomenal job in their interview. And I watched a portion of the interview and then I stopped it because I said I wanted to share it with you guys on the live stream today instead of getting into the fuckboy shit. And, I'm kind of tired of Tory Lanez and Gunna. I could have did a stream on Gunna and Lil Young Thug, and then we would have had 4,000 people in here. I said, you know what? Let's chill. Let's chill. Let's add value to the people. I'm not trying to find myself in a situation where I'm a one-trick pony. I got to continue to give you the medicine, not just the candy with the medicine in it. You know what I'm saying? So, Louisiana, Philadelphia, and large portions of Atlanta, all across the country is just turning into a war zone. And so somebody sent me this video, and I said, I'm going to share it with you guys because I want you guys to be able to see what I'm seeing, especially as a person that travels around the country all year long. I want you guys to be able to see what I see so that you can understand why I'm so passionate about pushing you guys to be the best versions of yourselves and not falling into a space where you become a victim and not a victor. Let me share this with you guys.
Absolutely. All right, we got a question for you. Would this make you feel safe? Take a look. A security guard armed with a semi-automatic weapon. It's happening at a North Philly gas station. The owner coming up with the idea to scare off criminals. If you saw this is our go vote for tonight. Would you feel safer or uncomfortable? So right now the vote is 65% of you saying safer, 35% uncomfortable. So be sure to vote at fox29.com/go vote. Shawnette, you spoke with the gas station owner who says this is needed to keep both his workers and customers safe.
Yeah, interesting listening to those numbers you just gave us, Sheba. So the store manager says that he had to do something more than call 911. And most customers, I'll tell you, that I talked to this evening on and off camera say that they support this, but there were a few who say they don't believe this is the right approach. Hired security strapped with AR-15s or shotguns, standing guard and walking the property of this North Philly gas station and convenience store.
Let's think about this. Let's really break this down because on the Lapeef show last night, one of the conversations that we had was, a group of men and a group of women that came together and we discussed issues as it relates to relationships and all things in between. And on one of the conversations, they were talking about stand down and coming up from the bottom and all of that, right? And I've made up in my mind that I'm never ever going back to the bottom. I'm never ever going to be required to live in the hood. I'm never ever going to be in a space to where my wife or my daughter has to worry about whether or not they can go and get gas. My daughter sometimes will walk over to Dairy Queen and stuff like that, and she don't have those issues. We don't have those problems. And I said that resources and money and the thing that we were looking to do was get out the hood. And now you have spaces in the United States of America in order to ensure the safety and to project some level of confidence with the consumer so that they'll actually feel comfortable stopping at the gas station to put gas in their cars. You have to have armed guards walking around with AR-15s like we live in a third world country. Armed guards to where they're walking around with AR-15s like we live in a third world country. Now, I'm in the support of this. Whenever I see the police, and I love having my office downtown, which I'll be down there later. Whenever I see the police, I feel so much more comfortable and secure because they on every corner and they everywhere and everything is generally safe and we don't have those issues and problems and we got cameras and security. I like Big Brother spying on me. I like people that call the police when something goes wrong. I like the fact that people feel comfortable walking around and we don't have to worry about something running up on us and all of that other kind of crap. This is insane that we have to get to the point to where in order to deter criminal activity, because we got these no snitch laws, we got people that are trying to protect other people's pookiedom, that we've gotten to the point to where you got to have AR-15s. Now listen to this the first guy's sentiment when it comes to this.
This is supposed to be a city, right? And you got the kids walking around. Guns like this should be on the battlefield.
Corey Berry says she's on board with it.
If you're trying to get gas, you live in a bad area, and the only place is here, and they're getting robbed all the time, I mean, I support the owner.
Neil Patel is the manager of this Carco shop franchise at Broad and Clearfield.
We are tired from this all nonsense. Robbery, drug trafficking, racketings, all kind of.
Robberies, drug traffickings, violence, gangs. You can't even open a business, and then y'all will sit there and complain that it's a food desert. You will sit there and say, how come they won't invest in our communities? Well, remember when y'all protested last year and y'all wanted to burn down all of the food joints and the Wendy's and the AutoZones and your grocery stores, and you wanted to steal and pilfer everything? And then the business owners actually took the insurance money and they went out and they opened a business to where people would actually appreciate them. That's what happened. You're getting what you voted for. You're getting what you advocated for. You're getting what you protested for. You're getting what you didn't call the police for. This is what you asked for, and so now you're reaping the blessings that come along with, or the demons that come along with your bad decisions. And so you got this respectable man, Mr. Patel, that has been running this gas station that people have just run roughshod over. You go in, you tear up, you rob it, you carjack people at the pumps, all of this kind of crap, and this is what it is that he has to subject himself to.
Hanging around all gangs.
He shared with me these videos
Look
of what
at-
has led up to this drastic response to crime at his.
You know, it was a dude that had on some Jordan 1s and a chick that was running up in there with a bonnet on her head that's doing all of the most destructive. You know why they won't invest in your businesses? You know why they won't? They give y'all the least amount and they put a bulletproof glass. Is because you can't handle nothing. You don't want nothing nice.
Business. Over the past few weeks, he says his store was trashed by young people, an ATM stolen
Look.
out of the store, and
These mother effers is taking an ATM out of the front door while the business is open. Look at it. Look at your people. Look at your people. Not my people. Look at your people. Your people are. You know, we had a guy that jumped up on there last night and he was talking about, yeah, I'm over there about to catch a felony because I'm over there stopping the police. Give me more police. Give me more security. Give me more guns. Give me more of everything in order to ensure that we keep these type of people. And then y'all say that we stereotype. You absolutely right. Because stereotyping will keep you alive.
he says his car was vandalized while parked at the store.
They're forcing us to hire the security, high level security, state level. I am fear for my safety of my employee as well as my nice neighborhood, all customers.
So 3 weeks ago, he hired the Pennsylvania site state agents.
We wear Kevlar. We are trained. My guys go to training every other week. They're proficient with this. They're proficient with their taser. They know the laws.
Andre Boyer is the chief of the company.
As a Pennsylvania state agent, that's what it says. The law tells us that we have a right to protect this property in any means necessary.
And I'm an advocate for it. And I'm in support of it. If they want to come over there and destroy everything, then at some point you got to protect yourself and you got to fight fire with fire. At some point you're going to have to start doing the thing that's in the best interest of the people that actually support your business. And the minute that we start taking our neighborhoods back and we start moving a little bit more strategically as far as not allowing the worst versions of us to get the most screen time and do the worst to us, we'll be better off for it. Do not support bad behavior just because they look like you. Do not support bad behavior just because they look like you.
Whatever force necessary to be used to protect it.
This man told employees he's against it. I asked Patel about it. They feel like using guns, when we have such a big problem.
What is wrong with black people? Honestly. What is wrong with black people? So you're against protecting the business because of the perception of guns, but you have no problem walking past a crack dealer every single day. You have no problem with the idea that your kids can't even walk to school anymore because something or someone might do something to them. This is why everybody can't vote. This is why everybody can't participate in the democratic process. I don't believe that everybody should have the same weight when it comes to voting. I think that your contribution to society should determine whether or not you can vote or how much power and how much sway that your vote has. Forget gerrymandering. Forget drawing things off based off of our current election policies and things like that. Forget popular vote and all of that other type of stuff. Just give us all power based off of our ability to pay taxes, contribute to society, whether or not we've been committing crimes, because that would inform us as to what it is that our mentality is so that we can make more informed decisions on who was what. Because just because you get money don't necessarily mean you got it the right way. Man, I can't wait to become president. I'm going to turn this thing upside down because I think that it is absolutely egregious. See, the problem is that we had to react to the point to where we had to get guns in order to protect our businesses and our neighborhoods. That's the problem. You're not holding accountable the people that's actually doing a crime. And you want to defund the police on top of it. And you want to defund the police on top of it. Shout out to Pretty Boy 79 says, amen, and the more you F around, the more you find out. Real talk. The Big Podcast says, I'm with this, but I won't be anywhere near there. Yeah, you can forget it. I might actually hit over to Philadelphia because I want to capture this. I might catch a flight this weekend over to Philadelphia just to see what the sentiment is. I got a Christmas party I got to go to on Sunday. Yeah, but either way, I think that this is important.
Is not the right message.
And that's not a right. I understand that, but according to some people, violent people, they carry the gun. Then they're not afraid then, and this is the protection for neighborhood and the customers.
Do what you got to do, big dog.
All right, so you heard him. He just said that people who are against this are concerned about the armed security, but they should be concerned about the bad guys who are out there carrying the guns. Meanwhile, Patel says that he's had a store there for about 20 years. He said the crime has gotten increasingly worse just over the past few years. And he tells me that in the past 3 weeks, he hasn't had any issues with the crime since.
Of course, he ain't had no issues with the crime over the past 3 weeks.
To, Shawnette, I have this out on Twitter, and a lot of the comments are exactly what you got in response. This is where we are in the city. This is unfortunately what we need to do to keep our stores and our customers safe.
It's unfortunate.
A gas station.
And especially since you see everything that happened with this particular business owner. Shawnette, I just want to mention, too, just going back to our Go vote, when we came on the air, I think it was around 65% who said that it makes them feel safer. Now it's at 80% just during your report.
Yep.
It jumped up that high.
Wow.
Let me show you what's happening over in Philadelphia. I want to share this with y'all. I want to share my screen with y'all really quickly. This is a video of what's happening over in Philadelphia. I want to share this with y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about Philly. Look at that. This is insane. This is Philly, y'all. This is an American city. This is not a third world country. This is an American city. An American city, y'all. Look at that. This is not a foreign country. This is Philly. In the open. Y'all see this? Look at all of that trash on the ground. Look at this craziness. This is the zombie apocalypse, y'all. How is she even still standing? This is not a movie, ladies and gentlemen. Lock your doors, roll your windows up. This is real life. Black people, white people, all types of people. This looked like the scene from American Gangster. Look at this. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to Philly. Y'all see y'all in the chat. Y'all saying, "Yep, Anton, this is exactly what it looked like." Look at the trash. This is y'all. This is y'all. Democratic cities. Democratic cities across America are turning into this. Where's your legislators? Where's your police? Y'all wanted to defund the police. Could you imagine a kid walking to school through this? Can you imagine a kid walking to school through this? Look at that shit. Shout out to JT Coin Rings. Good morning, Anton and Shaq. Good morning, JT Coin Rings. Thank you for contributing to the platform. I appreciate you. Shout out to Carl Oakley. Says Kensington Ave, baby. Yeah, you know exactly where it is. See that? I never even said where this was. I just said this is Philly. Look at that shit. That's crazy. I don't even want to put up my thing. Let me take this down right here. Is this what y'all, what the fuck? What was that? And we know who the dealer is. We see the dealer. He's standing right there. Everybody over there is slumped. Wow. Wow. Look at this crap, yo. Look at this, y'all. Everybody is slumped. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane. That look insane, bro. This look like The Walking Dead, bro. What are they giving these people? Look at this junk, man. I'm not taking no public transportation. Look at this junk. Yo, this is insane, bro. I didn't even see this part of the video. Let me get to some of y'all super chats. TC says, how do you feel about the media's coverage on black people police encounters? It's almost like Biden fixed police brutality, and we know that's not true. I think that it's got to be more than just the media at this point, because the media is there to make money. The media isn't there and actually to show you yay or nay. The media is there to make money. Shout out to Gravity Z and Company. Says, I'm from Philly, AD. Is this what it's like over there, Gravity? Is this what it's like over there on a regular basis? I've never actually been to Philly. Everybody keep telling me don't go to Philly. I might have to listen to my people. Let me watch a little bit more of this before we get into Robert Smith, because I want to show you the contrast between reality. When you a chaser versus when you a person that's embracing this horrible trash culture. Look at that. Who said that white people was doing better than black people? This paints a completely different reality. This shows that we all in the same boat. Let me show you what that shows. This will show you right here. We are all in the same boat together. Shout out to JoJo. JoJo says, that looked like the university. Yeah, right. The University of Michigan campus is phenomenal. It's absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. People saying don't go. Shout out to Jeffrey Woodland is hitting me off with the super chat again today. Says, the gas station is literally down the street from me. Broad Street in Allegheny. And where all of that crap is going on is around my old high school, Mastbum AVTS. Yo, So tell me not to go by not telling me not to go. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the 20 ball and for continuing to hold me down, my dog, Jeffrey Woodland. You know, I used to do this type of stuff. I used to go to every city and, explore and see what the good parts, the bad parts are. Now I only want to see the good parts. Give me Rodeo Drive. Don't give me Compton. Give me Rodeo Drive. Don't give me Compton. I don't want to see this. I don't want to be around this no more. I've done my time as far as urban exploration and seeing all of these different things. But let me tell you what this tells you right here. This right here. This tells you that there is no war between black people and white people, or Asians and Hispanics, or Arabic people and Chaldeans. This tells you right here that this is a haves, have not, left versus right, strong principles versus left for liberal policy, and a class war. This is a class war. White people don't, like well-to-do white people don't F with these. They're not trying to save them. They're not going into the hoods and saying, you know what, we need to go down Kensington Ave and grab all of the white people out. This is a class war. This is a cultural war. And now it's devolved all the way into a spiritual war, because now it's becoming about principalities. And if you're going to sit here and tell me that money don't make things better, I'm going to call you a liar. If you're going to tell me that to be poverty-stricken is not demonic, I'm going to call you a liar. This ain't nothing but demons. Everything that you see that was being recorded right now is demonic. God ain't on that street. God don't live there. God don't exist there. It ain't an angel that's standing on a corner or an alley on that street. You can't sit here and tell me, not even a little bit, that God exists in that place. He don't. He don't. There's some places that even Jesus was like, listen, we're going to go ahead and take the detour. We're going to take the donkeys and we're going to go the long way. We're going to skip over that city. We're going to fly right over that city. God don't live there. You're not going to sit here and tell me that God lived there at all. That is the zombie apocalypse. And look at the backdrop. Look at where it's at. Every park. You know where I seen this at? I'm going to get over into the Robert Smith video now. You know where I seen this at? Atlanta. I seen it happening over in Atlanta too. It wasn't no different. It was the same over in Atlanta. Downtown Atlanta, they was shooting a movie right around the corner, and then there was a zombie apocalypse right in the middle of the park. It smelled like piss. It smelled like shit. And it was the worst thing that I had seen since I had been over into what was that place that I had visited? The Hood in Gary, Indiana. It was the worst thing since I had seen the Hood in Gary, Indiana. It smelled like a piece of shit. Don't you sit here and tell me about we need to defund the police and all of that while you sitting in your comfy crib keep talking about white people is against you. That's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. And so I'm going to invite you to become a chaser so you don't be sitting over there on Kensington Avenue, over there in Philadelphia, talking about Anton, why you ain't holding me down. I'm giving you an opportunity to chase the chasers. All right? Chase the chasers. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Make sure y'all tap in and we gonna get it in. All right? Over in Hollywood, it's trash too.